NHL on TNT post-game show presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. The Ducks pick up their first win since December the 20th. Didn't have Leo Carlsson, didn't have Cutter Gauthier, didn't have Troy Terry. Still got the job done against one of the best teams in the NHL, a win they desperately needed. Ducks take it down 3-1 back here in the studio. Liam McHugh, Anson Carter, Henrik Lundqvist, Darren Pang with us. We talked about how... You okay, pal?
I'm good. I had to adjust on my seat. Sitting on a phone book and it was hurting.
Well, we're happy to have you
Thanks.
here at the adult table.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good to have you here. Ducks get this win, and I thought when you said right at the end of the game, you start looking through the stats and how bad it had been, and it was like puzzling that it could have gotten this bad for a team like this.
Yeah, but it's fun in this league. Sometimes it feels like you're so off, so far away from turning things around. But all it takes is it's small little details within the game. You improve that, you get that extra save at the right time, you get that extra goal at the right time, and suddenly you feel like the best team in the league. I mean, you watch that game, Anaheim, the speed they're bringing, the ability to create scoring chances. I was really impressed with how they played for 60 minutes. There was no letdown. Yes, Dallas pushed a lot in the last 5-6 minutes, but overall, over 60 minutes, the way Anaheim played, yes, it's hard to believe they lost 9 straight.
You think that was a classic and typical Joel Quenville style of game? Like, that's what we've been used to is that, and we saw that early in the season with this young team, and I thought there were details with the injuries that were there. You've got guys that are jumping into the lineup. I thought Mason McTavish took over. You got no Leo Carlsson. You're going down the middle of the ice and you're thinking, whoa, boy, what a matchup against the Dallas Stars, and really impressed. The other thing is the first periods for Joel Quenville and their club, they are the second worst goals against team in the NHL. And yet they came out of the gates just a humming.
Yeah.
And that was very, very impressive. Whatever they did, the reset and their belief in one another was good.
What was more impressive to you, Panger? The fact that the Anaheim Ducks were able to score 3 goals without Carlsson, without Gauthier, without Terry, or the fact that they were able to limit the Dallas Stars to 1 goal? Because the last 5 games, I believe, they averaged 5 goals against.
Well, the goaltending was awfully good, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not winning in this league with average goaltending. We know that. If you've got 88, 89%, you're not winning a hockey game. So the goaltender was outstanding. Lucas Dostal he's a tremendously talented goaltender. In his draft, he was one of the top goalies picked in his draft. Not a first-round pick. I believe he went midway through the second. But they were happy to get him, and they let him marinate, too. It's not like they just threw him into the NHL. They developed in the American Hockey League. They waited for him to get ready, and this was an exceptional performance by Dostal. I was very, very impressed by it.
And also one of those games where, as a goalie, you get that little extra luck. I think it was 2 shots that went right through him. And as a goalie, you know the feelings. Oh, no. And it just goes right outside the post. And that's it.
And a disallowed goal.
Again, we talked about things turning around for you. You need that little puck luck sometimes. They had it tonight. He had it, but he earned it. He played really well.
But I also saw, when we go back to that interview that Joel Quenville did with Edzo before the game, how calm is Coach Q in this situation? He knows.
They were talking horses before that. That's why. You
he knows the story, but he knows the story with his team. He knows the narrative, and he saw what happened to them last year before he was here, right? Just this idea that, hey, listen, no, this is the hot team, and they're fast. And then it all dipped. Didn't really have much in the way of panic or maybe a little urgency, but there was a trust there, it felt like, with this team.
Well, I think he walked in a similar situation in Chicago too, Panger, with that team, where they were in terms of in their development. And I think he's applying that same logic and knowledge and experience to the Anaheim Ducks, where he's not going to panic. Like, this is the team who, I said before, they had to be at the quack, and I still think they have a chance to get in. He's going to clean up the defensive part of their game. And if they play the way they played tonight on a regular basis, they've got a chance. They can't change things. They can't think, oh, Troy Terry's back in and Gautier's back in and Carlson's back and we can play run and gun hockey. You can play that style of hockey in September and October and November. When that calendar flips the new year, teams start to buckle down. You start paying attention to details and play solid defensive hockey. They did it against the Dallas Stars tonight, which second game of the back-to-back. I think we'll talk about that later on too. but it's still a good Dallas Stars team. It's a nice measuring stick for the Anaheim Ducks.
Beckett Sennecke had the game-winning goal in this one. He joins us right now from Anaheim. Beckett, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate it. Great game tonight. Huge win for your team. Can you just describe the feeling of relief when you saw the empty net goal go in and it felt like, all right, guys, this is over. Let's move on and let's keep going?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we didn't want to have that one get to 10 games, and we're super pumped to finally get back in that win column and hopefully go on a little bit of a heater here.
Hey, Beckett, the goal that you ended up scoring, your goal line presence at first, and then at what point did you find that you had to get to the middle of the crease to screen the goaltender? When the puck went up top right in the middle?
Yeah, Granny started kind of taking it up into the high zone. I tried to tip it, I missed it, and then I saw it kind of floating behind the net there, and then I just gave it a whack, and thankfully it went in.
And you beat 3 guys on this play. We're showing it right now, but you're determined, like a dog on a bone right there, to get that puck and get it beyond 3 guys of the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, they're trying to. One of the things that got me focusing on is getting my nose over the blue paint, so I'm just trying to kind of go out there and do that.
Well, you did that.
Beckett, Hank here. Really impressed with the team speed you guys play with. Is that something Coach Quenville is really looking for? Is that something you address going into every game?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have a lot of fast guys on our team, and we kind of want to use that speed. And we felt that over this losing streak, we haven't kind of been using that, and I think tonight we kind of got back to that. And you saw that earlier from us in the start of the year when we were kind of winning a lot of games, and so hopefully we can continue to use our speed.
Beckett, it's Ace. Great game tonight. First year in the National Hockey League. I'm always curious to hear from young players. Have you had a pinch me in the National Hockey League moment just yet?
A pinch me in the National Hockey League. I wouldn't say I had I don't know, a couple of heavy hits that you kind of, the guys are pretty heavy and you get winded, and then you got to go back to the bench and you're struggling to breathe. Those are kind of the moments that I kind of remember a little bit. But I haven't been killed yet, thankfully, but I'm sure it's coming.
Any particular player that you got on the ice and you're like, oh man, I'm with that guy, I'm playing against him?
I mean, Wilson's not, he's a scary guy out there. I would say Zadorov too. I mean, those are just they're just mean people out there. So, yeah.
Well, listen, after this interview, we're going to spread the word that you're a nice guy. They should take it easy, and we'll keep the scary guys away.
And whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I appreciate that,
great, man.
Beckett, thanks so much for your time, man.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. Great game tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff.
Thanks.
Man, can he shoot the puck?
He's got an intimidating voice. He could use that.
Actually, he get an acoustic guitar. You play the guitar, Hank. He's got the vocals.
Yeah.
You got something good going on.
Biz is fired. He's out of your band.
Fired,
Yeah.
He's fired.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh.
No, but it's interesting. I was thinking about, we're talking about Anaheim and what a balancing act it is when you start losing that many games. Quenville, we talked about his calmness. Yes, you don't want to panic, but losing you can't accept losing. So I think when you start losing a couple games, you're pushed back hard as a coach. But after a while, you can't be too all over the guys because it creates stress and that pressure, and it gets away from playing your best hockey, right? So that's what a great coach have to do, right? To find that balance of understanding the seriousness of we're losing too many games, but still keep it somewhat light in that room. And it's not easy. We've all been through those stretches where you start losing too much and understanding the importance of trying to get that win and not feeling too much pressure, and especially with the young team. So, obviously having that experienced coach in that locker room is going to help them a lot right now and moving forward.
And the great coaches I've played for usually understands that balance. When your team's losing, there's that fine line. Usually when your team's winning, that's when they're all over you.
Yeah.
And there's times you're sitting on the plane or on the bus, and Pang were like, what's this guy talking about? We're in a 5-game winning streak. Let me breathe a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then when you start to lose, then it's the total opposite.
You're right. I think the best coaches, when you've got the most amount of confidence, that's when they bang you down. Mm-hmm. And when you're lacking confidence, you've got to build them up. You have to. You've got no choice. You're supposed to be a coach. That's your job. You're supposed to coach them. You're supposed to coach them to be better people, coach them to be better players. You're not supposed to knock them down every single time. And I think there's a reason why Joel Quenville is as successful as he has been. It's the way that he is. And a guy like Beckett, years from now, he'll think back at, man, I just had one of the most winningest coaches in the National Hockey League, and he was my first coach. How good is that for these young players?
But it's not
they
just
may not know how lucky they are.
It's the players in the room. I mean, Chris Kreider scored tonight. He's a veteran player that's expected to show the way.
Yeah.
Because he's a natural extension of the coaching staff. He's been around for a while.
Well, it's a nice mixture here, right?
And the butcher.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Radko Gudas. Hey, and you know what? They like the Knicks. Even after all that losing, just 2 points out of playoff position.
Unbelievable.
Back right after this.
Unbelievable.